listening to Mix Off Air with Duffy Moon, Amber Kaye, Camper Kyle, and Kelsey Laurenz. And now, the Mix Mornings Post Show.
Got this kicked off on Mix Mornings. A conversation for mom and dad that has to do with a particular... do you call her a celebrity? I guess she's a celebrity at this point.
Yeah. I mean, she's ranking it in, so...
Yeah, but she's definitely ranking it in. But she didn't start necessarily as like a huge pop star or like a Disney Miley.
She was on Dance Moms.
Yeah, she was on Dance Moms.
And I'm sorry, Abby is terrifying. So this little girl, she
owns it. She deserves it.
Yeah, she was on a TV show.
Yeah, and I get it. And Dance Moms, but I don't think Dance Moms had the same level of pop culture.
Oh, watch your mouth.
No, I know. I know it was a highly watched show, but I wouldn't put it on the same level as a Hannah Montana as far as how many kids were watching. You know, at the time, how many kids were watching Hannah Montana versus how many were watching, Dance Moms. I'm not saying it's not a popular show.
Dance Moms was more not a kid, like for the kids. It was like more for the
toddlers and tiaras.
And so meanwhile, one of the little girls from Dance Moms has gone on to be this uber, oh my gosh, we're talking about JoJo Siwa. And we first started talking about this on Mixed Mornings. My daughter is 6 years old. And we felt so incredibly blessed that we were going to skip the JoJo Siwa stage because...
Yeah, that's when you came in today and and I was like, she's just now getting on this train? Because it's been rolling for a while.
It's been around for a while. Now, she does have the JoJo Siwa bows. Now, these are giant bows that little girls wear in their hair.
They're not even special. They just look like a bow that's been, enlarged.
They're huge. And they weigh about 14 pounds. I don't know how she keeps her head up on her neck.
My friend who lives in Texas, they've been doing these big bows on their kids so her daughter is now, I think, 12. Yeah. Since her daughter was born, because I used to tell her they were a hat, not a bow.
Yeah, that's true.
And so this was not started by JoJo Siwa.
That's a nice little bonnet. No, that's a Siwa bow.
It's like that big old
But she didn't start this.
Yeah.
Texas started this.
Right.
And she just...
She
jumped on it. So, but here's the thing. JoJo Siwa's been around for a while, and my little daughter, my little 6-year-old, she has friends who are like totally into JoJo Siwa. Her little friend Lakin is like totally into JoJo Siwa, and I think Kendon, are like totally into JoJo Siwa. They're 6. They shouldn't be totally into anything other than mom and dad. But that aside, okay, they're totally, but she had a couple of the bows, but she was never really interested. And we thought, yes, we skirted around this whole stupid JoJo Siwa thing. And then I don't know what happened. I am positive that there is some YouTube video that JoJo Siwa's people put out that is also somehow... It's like this hypnotic thing that they watch it and boom, it sends them these subliminal messages that say, you will praise JoJo Siwa. And it does it over and over and over somehow.
We need to figure that out so we can do it for the podcast.
You will praise Camper Kyle.
I bet you if you played that backwards, that's what it would say.
Yes! No, if you play it backwards. If you play it backwards, it says, Mom and Dad are going to give a lot of money to JoJo Siwa. I'm pretty sure that's what it says. Because now, all of a sudden, all we're hearing about, day in and day out, JoJo.
I don't really care about what they say.
Siwa is everywhere.
What are they saying?
I like it.
Oh, gosh.
Get things going.
Does it come?
What? What is happening?
All of a sudden, the pilot is coming over with JoJo and Siwa boats. He's like, hey, I don't care what they say.
Boomerang coming down to the apartment.
I'm right back, baby. Right back.
No.
Wow.
How is Maverick doing?
The whole fantasy is dead now.
Oh my God, you just totally made Kelsey Laurenz blush. That's impressive.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I didn't say that.
So anyhow, it's all about JoJo Siwa. And she's 6. It just happened.
Not JoJo Siwa, your daughter.
No, my daughter.
JoJo Siwa is 16.
Well, no, I think she's 27 and she's pretending to be 16. Yeah. If you've heard of her annoying, I'm JoJo Siwa! This is what we're going to do tonight! I want to jab something really sharp and painful into my eye.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
But my daughter
Can we do a spoof JoJo Siwa video?
Oh, that'd be great.
I'm JoJo Siwa! This is my bow! Look at my bow!
I'd be so scared.
Is that doing it for you, Kelsey?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That is.
Yeah.
What were you into? What was your big deal?
Well, I don't know. Mine seemed more normal. Okay. Now, to be fair, if we're going to go down this path, JoJo Siwa is super popular right now, and she's got the YouTube channel, and my daughter's like completely enamored, and that's all she talks about right now. She's 6, and so I get it, but at the same time, she's so annoying. When I was a kid, now to be fair,
your daughter or JoJo Siwa?
My daughter's a princess. You hush.
You be quiet.
Yeah.
You.
How dare you? But now, to be fair though, in the room, for me to remember was popular when I was 6 or 8.
Like Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, Dukes of Hazzard was definitely popular. Yeah. Roscoe Pico Train. Yeah, absolutely.
What?
Okay, see, you don't know. So I would say though, the first one that comes to mind that I can think of is probably He-Man. He-Man, when I was a kid, everything was He-Man. You had He-Man and Masters of the Universe.
She-Woman.
And but you had He-Man, right? And then She-Woman had to get involved.
That was the sexist generation.
That was.
Hashtag
now
me
we
too.
have Wonder Woman, and everyone loves her, but poor She-Woman. She had to clean up after He-Man.
It was weird because she wore the similar outfit.
She had to wash He-Man's loincloth.
He-Man, woman hater.
Clean what was his castle called?
Castle Grayskull.
Yeah.
And she made a hell of a sandwich. But no, that being said, and it was weird because she had a tattoo on her arm that said hashtag me too, please. And so it was weird. It was really bizarre. So it was a little different when I was a kid, fair enough. But definitely everything was He-Man. That was back in the early, and so everything was, kind of, that's the first one I remember. Mm-hmm. But I don't have a real good memory. So that could have been when I was 16 too, so to be fair. But if we're going to do that, I do think it's fair that we do have, if you look just here in this room, you have perhaps someone in the room who's a little bit older, and then you have Amber, who's like probably right in your wheelhouse. If you're listening right now, she's probably just about your age, right in that wheelhouse. And then a little bit younger with Kelsey and Kyle being the youngest one in the room. And so I think we've got a pretty good mix here. Here on the Mix Off Air podcast, let's do that. Let's go around the room. So for me, it was He-Man. Let's go the complete other end of the spectrum. Let's go a little bit younger. Kyle, go with. Okay, so Kyle, you're 22 years old, and Camper Kyle. What would it be for you?
Well, I don't really know because I don't want to be like that guy, but we hung out outside all the time, and so
is there a Boy Scout superhero?
Like not even 10 seconds.
He's like, I'm Boy Scout man.
Not even 10 seconds.
I'm the Scoutinator. What is that? I will tie a knot and give you a badge.
I love
Kelsey,
Boy Scouts.
Kelsey, 10 seconds of me talking about my youth,
Yeah.
and they start talking about that. No, it's like really.
What would it be for you? Would it be like a Sega game or something like that?
Oh yes. Oh yeah. So we hung out outside all the time. My neighborhood friends. So we were actually really out of the loop.
Right, because you grew up in Florida, essentially, right?
And they were public schooled, and me and my brother were homeschooled.
Private.
And so we had to wait.
No. That's where he was going. I was like, shut up,
we were
Kyle.
homeschooled.
You're not helping yourself.
Well, he says homeschool, but there was a French tutor and a math professor.
After I took harp class, I would go.
But internet
Canapes.
online
Snack time.
online gaming hadn't really been a thing back then.
I had art class. I was going
That's just all
a fellow named
It's
Bob.
impossible.
You started it.
This fellow named
started it.
Bob Ross would come in and teach us how to paint happy little trees.
Oh man, I would pay some money for that.
I learned how to play guitar. There's this guy named Eddie Van Halen. He showed up and he would teach us guitar.
Could you imagine?
It was a tough living. It was tough growing up when I was a kid.
I'd be more of a David Gilmour kind of guy.
All right, fair enough.
Are you done?
Please.
Yeah.
Are you done?
Yeah,
This is
for sure.
really interesting.
I had to learn how to cook on my own. This guy named Wolfgang Puck would show up. He taught me how to cook a souffle.
Bobby.
I didn't cook a grilled cheese. I kicked a souffle. All right, sorry. All right, Kyle. I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry. What was it for you?
Are you interested? I'm going to time this. No, online gaming had where you get online at your house and you play with someone on the other side of the world and you play online games, right?
Yeah.
It hadn't been a thing when we were growing up, and so when we had a video game, it was a big deal because we'd all the friends would hang out in one room, and we'd all crowd around the screen and watch one person at a time play.
Yeah,
and
it was the one room in my house where we had.
It was a theater screen.
It was a 110-inch TV.
We had a fancy thing called the internet.
I would like to say, my brother and I had like no electronics, and so this all was happening at other friends' houses.
Yeah, because y'all played like bocce ball.
That's funny. We actually did play bocce ball. And croquet.
And polo?
No, we weren't polo people.
I'm sorry. Those were you're not polo people.
Yeah. We were the Izod, not the polo.
See, I thought you
wasn't done yet.
I just thought you would go into the direction of Heelys or wheelies.
I remember when I was a child, I took an economics class. This guy came in, he was from something called like Berkshire Hathaway. I think his name was like Warren Buffett or something like that. And he taught us how to balance a checkbook. It was really, really difficult.
No, Kelsey, me and my friends did not like Heelys. We looked at him and we went, what dweebs would wear these Heelys?
Yeah, their butlers pushed them around.
They had the hoverboard before.
I did learn how to manage a computer. There was this man that came in. His name was William. I think he went by Bill. That was his last name. It was like Goddess.
That's my story.
Goddess, no Gates. That's what it was.
Kelsey, you're up.
Okay.
I give up.
Love you, Kyle.
Yeah.
Well, my whole deal.
So now to put it, you're kind of between Kyle and Amber Kaye when it comes.
We'll go with that.
I'm right in the middle right there.
Yeah,
so early 2000s, and these Lisa Frank stickers.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember these at all?
Amber is pretty fond of these.
There was recently like a resurgence of Lisa Frank.
Oh man.
Yeah, I bought the coloring book. They did an adult coloring book.
What?
How? I need to get my hands on that because
an adult coloring book.
Yeah. No, not that kind of adult. Okay. I also learned that. I had a man come in. His name was Ron Jeremy.
He said something, paint me like a French girl. I don't know.
He told me I had to lay there like Titanic with my hand over my head like this.
Are you guys making inappropriate jokes?
Yes, we are.
You don't know what an adult coloring book is?
Yeah, don't tell him.
No, I've never seen these things.
Don't Google it, okay?
I figure it'd be pretty easy. You're just using like one or two colors max, right?
Yeah, and kids.
He doesn't like to mix his colors.
Okay, fine, 3 colors. Sorry.
So anyhow, no.
Yeah, man. If you walked onto the playground with one of these Lisa Frank packs, you were the queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never
you owned
did.
The playmat.
But my friend gave me hers when she was tired of them, so that was nice.
They were all used and torn up.
I know. Well, my mom didn't understand. I was like, Mom, Lisa Frank. It was like the JoJo Siwa.
Yeah.
There's a really cool documentary about Lisa Frank.
Oh, is it on Netflix? Where is that?
Maybe.
Amber
I don't
Kaye.
remember where I saw it. I wasn't like a little kid, but Britney Spears.
Yeah, when she first came out in the early 90s.
And so this was
Crossroads,
after the Mickey Mouse Club, whenever her video with the schoolgirl uniform and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was everywhere. And so that was probably the first big, I would say. I know Tiffany was big and all those were big, but like in my lifetime, like we had New Kids on the Block, but we didn't have any females like that, like until her.
Spice Girls, I guess, but.
Yeah, but I mean, were they before her?
Yeah, they were before Britney.
Were they?
No, maybe around the same time. Yeah, I think it was all around the same time.
I think they went into the late 90s.
Iconic.
Here's what I'm finding sad about that. You're saying when you were a child, you remember Britney Spears.
Well, I wasn't a child.
Okay, good. Because I remember playing that song on the radio when it first came out.
I mean, I was
and
probably
you saying she's 16? What?
That's right.
I was probably 12, 13.
Okay, so you were a child.
In that little house. But she was so big, and that's what. And they had I don't know that I ever bought the products.
Yeah.
And we were kind of like jealous of her because she was older than us, but not that much older. And we were seeing this extravagant lifestyle, and she's famous and going on TRL and doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
And all the guys were all into her and would debate who was hotter, her or Christina Aguilera.
Does anybody else in the room all of a sudden feel uncomfortable?
Yeah, and you know what? She wasn't that pretty. I don't get it.
But I love her now, and it's so sad, like what happened to her. And that's like going back to JoJo Siwa. Like I worry because she's 16, but to keep her brand going, she can't
age.
look older. She has to look younger. And so at what point are they going to transition? You know, how do they do that?
Well, it was the same thing with Miley. I mean, Miley at some point...
And look what she did.
Yeah,
I respect her for it.
Well, she'll tell you that, I mean, you bring this up all the time on the radio show, on the morning radio show, that Miley will tell you that now that was all part of a planned, the deal was, look, I not only have to break out of the Disney mold, but I've got to break out of the Disney mold in order to become the artist I want to be. Yeah. And you're right, because with JoJo Siwa, God love her, she's not just appealing to children. She's appealing to very, very little children. Whenever you hear this JoJo Siwa, I mean, this particular song, this JoJo Siwa, this ain't gonna appeal to you.
It kind of appeals to me. And to Kelsey, we learned.
Look at her over there. Well, Kelsey, I'm getting uncomfortable.
You can get a good little...
Yeah. Right. I would just like to come in there and say I was looking at some pictures. Britney Spears is more attractive than Christina Aguilera.
Well, wait until that 2007 meltdown goes in. And
wait till she shaved all her hair off.
Well, no, I'm talking like before.
To hide the drugs. But, but no, that's what with JoJo Siwa, because of, like, with Miley Cyrus, at least, I mean, she was a singer. But JoJo Siwa was more of a like a Kim Kardashian, where she like has products and does all of that. She doesn't really have a talent other than dancing, but that's not going to make her as big as she is right now.
Yeah, but look what that's done for like Kim Kardashian's younger sister, right? I mean, I mean, good grief,
self-made millionaire,
yeah, billionaire. Yeah, so, they're saying she's going to be a billionaire.
So yeah, I mean, 16, I would say is kind of year right there. Yeah, 17, 18, she can't keep wearing bows in her hair. It's going to get weird.
Right.
Yeah. So I wonder what she's going to come up with next.
Well, I don't know, but we can ask JoJo Siwa, and she'll tell you. The next big thing for me.
Bow tie.
I'm gonna teach bow making to young rich kids. Anybody know any of them? All right. Thanks for hanging out. We'll catch you back on the radio mornings on Mix 107.5, 6 until 10.
Bye.